Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, today's video is a collab with the lovely Nikita Timmins. I will leave her channel linked below. Both doing Khloe Kardashian inspired looks. We've both chosen like a photo and we're both trying to recreate it. I've gone for more of the wearable day look, I would say, and Nikita has gone for more of an evening big bold lip because she just rocks that. So yeah, be sure to check out her video at the end of this one. I'll leave it linked below. So if you want to see how I created this look, then just keep on watching. My skin is all prepped and primed and I'm going to go in with foundation. I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation Stick foundation in the shade Cool Ivory 1.25. I know that I've just done a first impressions of this, so I'm sorry if it's boring that I'm using the same foundation, but it's perfect for this look. It's exactly what I want. So I'm going to apply it all over the face and I'm really going to build up the coverage because the photo that I'm following, she's got quite a lot of makeup on. I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to build this up to really full coverage. And I'm using a Zoeva 102 Silk Finish brush to just blend it all in. I'm just going to keep building this up. Think Kardashian. Foundation done. Next step is concealer. I'm going to use my trusted Lasting Perfection Concealer by Collection. So I'm just popping this all underneath my eyes. I'm also just going to conceal the tiniest bit around my nose, as you can see. A bit on my chin, as I like to do a little bit on the Cupid's bow, and a bit on my forehead, because I'm just going to use the same brush on the bigger areas just to get it, majority of it blended out. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this brush, which is a Zoeva 110 Face Shape brush, and just get right in there in my nose. I'm not going to powder just yet, I'm going to powder towards the end. So next step is I'm just going to bronze up my face a little bit. I'm going to use Hoola by Benefit, which is just a lovely, lovely product, and as you can see, like I've used it a lot. I'm just going to use a fluffy brush. This is a like Elizabeth Arden one, but I just want a really fluffy, almost powder brush, and just sweep this over. So I'm just going to bronze up my cheeks and also around my hairline. She has got quite a bit of bronzer on her forehead, so I'm just going to do that, and then you can always go in and blend it out afterwards. Just want a nice glow. Pop a little bit on my chin. This is a really good tip actually if you have a long face, because it makes it just go like that. So next step is eyebrows. I'm going to use the Avon Glimmer Stick Brow Definer. This is in the shade Dark Brown. What I've been doing at the minute is just been drawing out the bottom line like that, and just taking it all underneath, and then I join it to like the tail bit of my brow. And then I do the same the other side, and this really helps me to match them better. My eyebrows are ridiculous, they're so uneven. So I'm just going to do that. Then I do the top. So next thing I'm going to do with my brows is I'm going to take this, which is a Revlon brow brush, and it's got a spoolie on the end, and I'm just going to brush out my brows to make them look as natural as they can filled in. The next step is eyes. Start off with MAC's Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. I'm just going to use my ring finger and apply it all over the lid. Next up is eye makeup. And I'm going to take a little bit of MAC's Brun, this one, this dark brown, on a Zoeva, I love Zoeva brushes, like can you tell, a Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease. This is a really dark brown, but I'm just going to start to carve out the crease with this shade. I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and blend it out as I go. I'm going to just do the same on the other eye. So next step is a wash of colour all over the lid, and I'm going to use this shade here from the Estee Lauder Deluxe Eyeshadow Palette. It looks like this, and that is the shade Mocha Cup. So that one, just with a flat eyeshadow brush. This is a 228 Luxe Crease Brush, again by Zoeva, and I'm just softly blending that all out. All I'm going to do is now go back in with Mocha and just really build it up on my lid. Next step, I'm going to take Wedge, which is this matte shade here from MAC, with another Zoeva brush. This is the 224 Luxe Defined Crease Brush. It's going on top of the eyeshadow. And then just blend out any harsh line ever so gently. The same on the other eye. This is just adding that little bit of warmth back into the shadow. Then I'm just going to take a little bit of MAC Brown Down, which I'm just going to go over Wedge just to define it a little bit more. But Wedge is just softening it all off. Just make sure it's nicely blended out. I'm going to take another Zoeva brush. This is the 237 Detail Shader Brush. And I'm just going to take Brown Down. I'm just going to take it underneath the very outer corner just to link the lower lashes to the top lash. Next, I'm just going to go back in with Mocha Cup that I used, the silver shade. I'm going to take it on the same little detail brush and go underneath the lower lash line again, just in the next little section. I'm just going to add on top. Just go over one more time. Now everything has settled. I'm going to go in with MAC Black Track as my eyeliner, and I've switched it up. I'm using a crown brush. This is the Sable Angle Liner. It's a really fine liner brush, and I'm just going to draw a fine line all along my lash line, and then I'm just going to flick it out the tiniest bit, but not much at all. I'm just going to match up the other side. Like that. Next step is to curl my lashes. I'm going to use the Shu Amora eyelash curlers. I've still got this on the back of my hand, by the way. Curling your eyelashes makes such a difference, I cannot even tell you. Then I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes Mascara, just to give my lashes a sort of wispy, natural look, because I'm going to be adding false lashes. Next thing I'm going to do is just clean up under my eyes, let the mascara dry a little bit as I do that, and then we can add the false lashes. I haven't powdered yet, so it's still okay to go in with the concealer. I'm loving the look so far, loving it. I've been filming for like an hour. Right, false lashes time, woo! I'm going to use these, which are by Red Cherry Lashes, which I absolutely love, and they're number 48. This could be difficult with these nails that I've got on, but let's just go for it. Do you mind? You ain't bothered. So I've got the lash like that. Drag it through the glue on the back of my hand. Look down. And then I literally just brush it down. Like that. I mean, look at the difference between my two eyes. Mental. Absolutely mental. So I'm going to match the other one up now. Eyelashes on. Next step is eyeliner on my waterline, and I'm going to use the Estee Lauder number 1 Black and Black. Pure colour, I think they are. I'm just going to add this into my waterline. Next step is cheeks, like blusher. Chloe's not wearing much blusher in this photo, so I'm going to use Mocha by MAC, which is a really nice matte finish. And I'm going to take a 127 Luxe Sheer Cheek Brush from Zoeva. And I'm just going to do the tiniest bit. It's just to add a bit of colour, like natural colour back into my face. So I'm just going to do that on the apples of my cheek. I'm just going to take the brush I used for my foundation to just help blend that in. And again, soften it off. Then I'm going to stick with this brush that I just used, and I'm going to go in with the Freedom Pro Contour Kit. I love Freedom makeup, I love them. It's in the shade Medium 2. As you can see, I use it all the time. And I'm just going to use the darkest shade to contour with. I've got bronzer on, you'll see. It's quite strong, although it looks a lot stronger in my viewfinder than on. And I'm just going to blend that out. Now we can powder, and I use the Stay Matte powder by Rimmel. This is just in the shade Transparent, I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to use the brush that I did use for my bronzer because there's hardly anything on there. And I'm going to powder a lot because the foundation that I used is quite creamy. Next step is my favourite, if you know me by now. If you don't know me by now. Use Soar by MAC. I'm going to line my lips in with this, and I'm going to just do myself a bit more of a Cupid's bow. Mine's not really that flat, but in this photo of Chloe, I've got a big Cupid's bow, so I'm going to just slightly exaggerate mine a bit more and fill my lips in with the liner. And for lipstick, I'm going to use Faux by MAC. This is a really nice shade. Looks lovely with this lip liner. Chloe's got a little bit of highlighter on, so I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick Compact in Rose with a, oh look, what's this? It's a Zoeva brush. The 105 Luxe Highlight Brush. I'm just going to try to use the white end, like this half, rather than all the pinks. And that is the finished look, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If there are any other celebrity inspired looks that you would like me to recreate, then please leave them in the comment section below. Also, make sure to go and check out Nikita's channel. I will leave it linked below. Make sure to subscribe to her. All of my social media links are in the description box below, as always, so make sure to follow me on there to keep up to date with everything, and I will see you midweek for another video.